Hello and welcome to Be Powerful with Liz and Lee. It's a new day and we're so glad you're here.
So you can expect to hear candid conversations on what it means to be powerful. Live authentically, live in the midst of ups and downs, productively, and above all else, joyfully.
We are so thankful for you, our community of listeners, and we hope you enjoy today's show. Hi, Liz.
Hi, hot stuff.
Ooh, hashtag summer 2023.
Yeah, baby.
Are we in 23?
We're 23, and we're back in the studio.
Yeah.
Again.
Yes,
I'm glad to be here with you.
I know, recording for who knows when this will drop. We'll probably be out of here, not here.
Mm-hmm.
So we're excited about travel in summertime. And I don't know, it makes me want to sing the theme song from
Which
Greece.
one?
Well, I'm not going to sing it.
Oh, come on.
Hell no.
Okay.
Everybody knows Summer Lovin'.
Oh, yeah. Summer loving. You should just wear the black outfit on our vacation.
I was actually a pink lady. Remember?
Yes.
A couple episodes back, we talked about drama. Like not drama class in school. And one of the plays we did was Grease. And I was a pink lady and that jacket is still somewhere.
Oh, I want that.
I know you do.
Let's take it on our trip.
You would not have been a pink lady. You would 100% have been the black jacket girls.
What about I couldn't be Olivia Newton-John?
No.
What's wrong with me doing that? I could have knocked that out of the park with John Travolta. Come on. I've got the moves. I don't have the voice, but I could maybe
You're not so wholesome. But she wasn't either.
Very wholesome.
You're the whole thing. Like you're the
What?
I'm
super fucking wholesome.
But I think I'm You can't say the F-bomb and wholesome in the same sentence.
Yes, you can if you're Liz.
Well, I actually say the F-bomb a lot. I think I'm Pollyanna. So I just like this conundrum,
I think
irony.
the F-bomb is completely right.
I taught you that.
I know. See, you're an influence that my mother would not have approved of. That's okay.
Do you think she would have approved of me?
No, she would have loved you. I know we've had this every time we have this conversation. Do you think Libba would have liked me? Yes, I can answer that.
Okay, good. That's all that I care about.
Okay. She wouldn't have liked that whole
to come back
F-bomb.
and get me.
Yeah. She's not. If she was, she would have already done that.
Already. The ghost in the house is gone. So we're good. So you are Olivia Newton-John, but you also progress to her in the end.
Yes.
She's in the all black. That's more of you.
I could have been her with the ponytail thing. But anyway, let's just not get hung up on Olivia Newton-John. God rest your soul. Let's move forward to the fact that we are in the summertime and traveling.
Yay. So Olivia Newton-John leads me right to Taylor Swift because, little peas in a pod, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Taylor Swift is crushing it. And
Well,
I got to go to her concert, the Eras Tour, and I am bragging because it was so, speaking of effing expensive, but it was worth every penny.
it was. And you went with my daughter and my granddaughter, which before you start your story, this was one of the happiest moments. Even though I didn't get to go, I got to watch you all send me all those videos, and it was so wonderful.
It was.
Tell us about it.
All right, we're going to back it all the way up to buying tickets, and I'm not going to take long on this, but you got us there. So y'all know the whole ticket debacle and the Ticketmaster, et cetera. And so I came off the floor to stay online and be ready, stop teaching, and you took my class for me.
Like 2 classes. I taught 3 classes that day.
3 classes because
She was on the phone all day.
And I was like, if I can't go teach. What if I get in? What will I do?
Yes. Well, actually, my daughter actually saved the day.
She saved the day. So you saved the day number 1.
Yeah.
And then I was on the phone with your daughter all day going, are you in? Are you in? Are you in? Are you in? She was getting in tickets for Chicago. I was for Atlanta. Comes to the end of the day. Mm-hmm. And I get in and keep purchasing tickets. Nope, they're sold. Nope, they're sold. She goes, I just got mine and you can get 6. So she got 4. She went back in and got 2 more.
Wow.
For us.
That's great.
So my daughter and I got to go. So long story short, the 4 of us, your daughter and her daughter, and me and my daughter all went to Chicago to see Taylor Swift. And it was the best thing
More
ever.
than you thought.
It was way more. So I would have never bought those tickets on my own for us to go or for me to go or for friends to go. Like I love and respect Taylor Swift, but that just wasn't how much. But my daughter's 14, like knows every song, literally every word.
Do you?
No. I couldn't name you the songs. My favorite, okay, so this is how it goes. Do you know how this goes?
I'm listening.
What the Eras Tour is about?
Yes, I do. The different eras of her album making.
Yes. So it's all of her albums, which the talent, the mastermind, the foresight of her
it's
and her
amazing.
group and her talent and her
Yes.
people to plan this out and kind of
Yes.
ridiculous. So my favorite one is Reputation, but So
Okay, Novice Studio is back in the studio, and we just got a fist bump
bump.
from Kristen.
she's a Reputation girl too. You're going to lose your shit over that series in the concert. I'm talking specifically to Kristen now and anybody else who gets to go to this concert or watch the
she's
Netflix
still going.
special.
I mean, when this comes out, this podcast,
got a
this
few
is
months.
going, and it's going to go internationally.
What, our podcast?
No, well, that is all. Yeah, that and but the Eras Tour too.
Oh yeah, when it goes international, I'm going back. You can come.
Oh, thanks. So nice of you.
So we did the whole thing. We did the attire and all of us kind of we were all just bright and happy. Like we didn't kind of nail it in on one album. My daughter found jean jackets that had lyrics. Here's to My Mama was hers and mine was Had to Listen to All This Drama, which are lyrics. And when she said she wanted to get those, I was like, no expense spared. Go. Yes.
I've got to say, this is the perfect mother-daughter moment of, 14 is generally a time where you're maybe not on the greatest speaking terms. Let's go hang out and wear matching jackets. I don't think I did that with my mother when I was 14. So there's some magical thing going on with Taylor Swift, right? And I think it's because, I was talking to my own daughter about it. I think it's more like her energy just sort of translates into these amazing events. And when I saw your event, I went, I wish I'd have gone. I will go next time.
It's just the place. I know concerts are like that in general.
No, concerts aren't like this.
Everybody is generally going to be into the music or the performance, whatever it is. This is beyond. This is people in outfits that we made, bracelets to trade. You're so into it and you're so invested and you're excited about what's to come.
Okay, but that sounds like, and here I get humdrummy there. I go, okay. But tell them about, they gave you a bracelet that every time she changed into some song, it blared out red or blared out blue.
Yeah, they had, I guess, a chip programmed, so you got a bracelet.
How many people are in the studio? Stadium.
40,000?
Yeah.
How many go
Probably
in stadiums?
Probably more than that.
Probably.
Yeah.
But for usually at these weekends in these cities, she's selling out 3 nights in a row to that many people.
For 3.5 hours.
Yeah. And your bracelet has a pull tab that when the concert starts, they put it on the screen or say it, pull it. So we're all programmed for the lights on each person's hand to do this pattern the entire night. And it's incredible. And that's just the smallest example of how talented
So compare her
is.
to anything else, any other concert.
No, it's not. It's incomparable.
That's what I think.
Absolutely.
And I've gone to a lot of concerts, but this is an event. This is a moment that I believe we've never seen.
And it's because she transcends, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to enjoy it. My daughter's going to enjoy it. If you went, you'd enjoy it. There were dads, there were gay men, there were brothers, everybody
there are a lot of men.
More women, but yes, plenty. And I think the point is that she touches so many people in that way. And what we always talk about is community and togetherness. And that's what this is. It's people coming together. And I think Taylor Swift is obviously very talented. That goes literally without saying. I don't think she's the most stunning, beautiful person in the world. I don't think she's the best dancer or even the best singer in the world. She's the most talented, thoughtful writer. She writes her songs.
She's legit. She's authentic.
How to work herself in her body. Yes, she's authentic. And we've watched her grow up in a very, speaking of fucking wholesome way, she covers that. And she's writing stories about real life and experiences that happened to her that as these girls growing up through all her eras and tours also get to identify with heartbreak, whatever it is.
Life.
Yes.
And the moms can too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So I would go again. I'm really lucky and glad that you let me sign on and not get tickets, that Clary signed on and got me tickets, and that my daughter wanted to go. And we just had the best time ever. And I know
so
that
glad.
was a very privileged experience, and I am forever grateful. You can't trade anything for that moment with your child.
No, you can't. And I can't trade anything for the moment of watching you with my daughter and grandchild. That was
really special.
Just really special. So I'm glad you guys got to go. I hope I get to go next time.
I know.
So,
have we talked about this before? Do you have a favorite concert?
Yeah. Well, God, favorite concert. So many. Elton John a couple of times. He's just amazing. I saw Elton John in Greensboro, North Carolina when I was a sophomore at Elon, the night that Jim Croce died.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, those of you that are younger than, I don't know, 50 or something, Jim Croce was a really great artist, and look him up.
No, I know.
And so I remember being on like the top row because, I didn't have any money. And I remember being in this concert, and Elton John was just off the hook. This is the 70s, right? So he's in his prime. He's young. He's just, rocking on whatever, all that stuff. And he comes on the stage. He gets the information live that Jim Croce's plane has gone down. So he just immediately changes up his set. And if you haven't ever heard the song Daniel, it will make you cry, even if you're not there in person when Jim Croce has just died in a plane crash. And he sings Daniel. And everybody just lit. This is back in the day where he lit the lighters and did all that sort of thing. And I remember weeping, like everybody, all 30,000. It was Greensboro Coliseum, however many people can go in there, just weeping and being one of the most poignant moments in my life. I mean, I've been to a lot of concerts. I've seen a lot of people. And, but I would say that was one of the most meaningful ones.
And that's exactly what music is. Yeah. What was playing when, right? It brings us all together.
Well, music does. I mean, you can hear a song and it'll transport you back when you were in high school, or you were, just had your baby, or whatever your points in your life.
Dance at your wedding or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, it's so beautiful. And I think you're right about Taylor Swift, but I think other artists too, but she's so incredibly special that she is related in such a basic way to just being human, to being a young girl. And I know she's 30 now, but when she says, and when I was 17, you're like right with her, right? Yeah. So that's really neat.
It made me think of when you were telling that, two more things about her. One that I think is really important for people to know is that there was a phase, and I'm not going to get it just right, but basically her music was not her own. So her producer, record company, or whatever it was, she didn't own the rights to her own music that she was writing and producing out in the world. So what she has done masterfully is she's re-recording and releasing all of her songs, calling them Taylor's version, so that she now owns the rights to her own music. And it's just like,
let's make a point about that. So she did not own her own music. She walked away from money, right? I love that. Because people are like, if you're in a position where, but I've already got all this investment, whether it's in a relationship or whatever, if I walk away, all that will be wasted. She walked, I don't know anything about this. I don't really know. But if she did, I just love that. She just went, watch this. Hold my beer.
Right.
While I just make $1 bazillion and make the best concerts ever. So I love that. Yeah, that's kind of cool.
I did hear one thing about that concert that made me laugh, was that because it's so long and people don't want to miss anything, they're wearing diapers.
I don't want to hear this stuff.
To the concert.
I don't want to hear about adults and diapers.
I mean,
I'm sorry. There's a lot of stuff. I can hear fuck all day long, but I cannot. You know what? I'm sorry. I'm taking this off because I'm getting hot.
No, you're hot.
Am I okay?
Let's see.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, hey, is it too much? Okay.
Wholesome Taylor Swift.
I'm just saying, I just got hot. I just got hot.
Just lose the sweater.
Lose the sweater. Ready? Go. Woo, done.
You look good. Wear that to the Taylor Swift concert. Anyway, we used the restroom when we needed to, and did you not wear diapers.
Please,
so
if you wore diapers, I don't want to know about it.
I would never go into the bathroom.
So embarrassing.
But it did lead me to think about what was so wonderful about that trip is traveling together with people. And like we do, because we travel so well together. Yes. It's kind of being prepared for that when you travel with a group.
I'm not ever going to, if I ever wear diapers.
No, that's not what I'm referencing. Where did that
Don't put me in the home, put me directly in front of the bus. Okay? Go ahead.
Okay, the point was that we traveled with your daughter and her daughter, and we each had our own hotels. And, we ended up being on the same flight. So we had that good balance of everybody do what you want to do when you need to do it, but we're going to stay in touch and do you want to do this or that? So we had all our dining reservations together, but we weren't like strapped to each other where we felt like, I'm exhausted, want to do this, you want to do this. Like, you just kind of flow.
That's a point about traveling.
Vacation. And that's what made the trip really so enjoyable, that we were together a lot. And if at some point we didn't want to be,
we didn't.
We could have chosen not
you
to.
didn't.
Yeah.
That's what's so much fun about traveling with you. And we're pre-recording this podcast right before we go travel because we are getting ready to go all over Europe. And the beauty, I've said this on the podcast before, there's so many great things I love about you, but one particular one is when we finally go on these vacations. They're not just kind of, we're out of town. We like leave the freaking country for like this time 3 weeks. And Leah's got a spreadsheet and it's got every single thing we do every moment of the day. Here's our rule. We don't have to do any of it if we don't feel like it. And we've said this one, I know we said this a couple of podcasts ago. I don't think we've ever not done what you have on your list. Except maybe once, maybe?
That horseback riding.
Horseback riding. Yeah, and that was you. That wasn't me. So the point being is travel with somebody, but always just be open enough and flow and enjoy the moment. So if we're enjoying the moment and we decided that day when we didn't do the horseback riding, which we'd already even paid for. And if y'all want to sit around and fight on your vacation about we already paid for it, we're going to do it, God damn it, then have fun or not. We paid
That was
enough.
the day you rented a car and drove
Rented a
all
car.
around.
We just
And that was
rented a
way
car
more
and
fun.
we got the hell out and we just had a blast. And it was one of our favorite days. That's what I love about traveling with you. And if you're with a group of people, come up with your own ideas. Like, what is this going to look like? What if I wake up one day and I really don't want to go? Let's make these rules. No, you may not shame me into doing what I don't want to do, right?
That's right.
Or force me into doing anything. It's a vacation.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. And I know there's times in your lives when it's not necessarily a vacation. It's a change of scenery, especially when you have young children.
Yes.
And so you've got to take advantage of being in a different space and time and not doing the
That's a
usual
different
things
trip.
you do. But at this phase, we're going on actual vacation and cultural things. So maybe some people identify with this, but you and I are exactly like the memes that say one of us shows up at the airport with the passports and all the paperwork, and one of us is like, when's our flight?
Or where are we going?
going?
No. Am I packing for warm weather or cold weather? That's literally what I'm doing right now. Like, where am I going again? What? Just tell me the outfit. Just when.
Just when.
Yeah.
And I love
that.
the prep part, and you don't. So I'm so into it and researching it and being so excited about going that I not only have a spreadsheet, within the spreadsheet, there's outfits listed as potential.
For real. Shoes, earrings, the whole
Not
thing.
earrings.
Whatever. Everything.
This is mine.
I'm sorry.
There's also a Word document, and our amazing travel agent also has this in like a digital
Lucy
app.
Williams.
Shout out
the
Lucy
woman.
Williams. Now everyone uses her. I'm not going to say her
y'all.
name
We're
anymore.
gonna quit
so
saying
she
this,
can
Lucy.
keep planning for us.
Yeah.
But we're the OGs, so don't quit.
Exactly.
So yeah, I like to do that. And
Yeah.
the point being, I guess, is so I can be because now I feel not present. There's a little bit of it that's like so much preparation. I hope I can enjoy it, or oh my God, it's going to be over before I know it. But a lot of that is preparation so I can enjoy it. So I'm not spending time going, shoot, where are we going to go to dinner? There's nothing available. Or how do we get from here to there? Like, I like doing it now so that when we're there,
We're in the moment.
in it.
In the
then
moment.
if we don't want to go. And you can cancel a lot of things, but like some reservations, you got to do it 24 hours.
Well, that's true, but we've never really had a problem. And so I think that's one of the reasons we haven't really traveled with anybody. I mean, we just love getting away by ourselves.
Right.
Because that was our original intent, was to get the hell out of Dodge.
We don't want to be around anybody else.
5
no
years
one
ago,
wants to be around us.
We really needed to get out of here. And now we realize how much fun that is. And it does.
So fun.
You want it to be an escape.
Right.
And a renewal. And if you've got 5 or 8 friends that can do that with you, then just do it and have your little set of ideas and how you can make that work. The beauty of travel, I think, outside of the country, if you can, and who was it I was talking to? I was talking to somebody going, when my children are older and when I have the money, you can travel pretty much on any budget. You can do it. And it's worth getting the, either relative to stay with kids or it's worth really getting out of here and doing it. Maybe you stay in hostels or whatever you're doing. Go do it, because there's something about being in another culture that just really hones into how related and connected we all are with everybody in the world.
Right.
And how places that you might go, oh, I could never go there. Like, I don't know, the Middle East or something. You'll go, wow, we're just all alike.
Yeah. We're just little ants, pieces of sand in the spectrum.
And we all want one thing. We want to be connected. We want to be accepted. We want to love. And I think it would, if it was like a requirement or something, everyone would have a little bit more open mind to
I think so.
accepting other cultures and other ways of living, you know?
Well, and it's about kind of setting your expectations, and when they don't come to fruition like you thought they did, how it's like anything else. Like, how are you going to react to a situation? I mean, another example at the Taylor Swift show, she has 2 surprise songs that you don't know about. And so your granddaughter was all in the like, I'm going to look at the playlist and I'm going to know everything. And she would want to do a spoiler. And my daughter would be like, don't talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I'm like, whoa, it's okay.
Yeah.
And so those surprise songs came out and Anna wasn't too thrilled about them. I'm like, maybe you shouldn't care so much. Like, in that
Wait a minute, she was disappointed in the surprise songs? Why?
They're different every show. So you just want like your top
just be
5
surprised.
favorite songs.
Well, she's 14.
She couldn't do that.
Yeah.
But she was excited about that. That was her thing.
Yes.
And so you learn that as you grow and you get older, and it goes the same for all of us. Not to have low expectations, but to kind of go, what am I reacting about?
Right.
And it's, I think, really like everything else, communication. I mean, if on a trip you're tired or frustrated or whatever, you just talk to your person about it instead of holding that resentment and then blow up. But sometimes those make the best stories.
They always do. Yeah. We haven't had a lot of blow ups.
No.
Let's not start. Because we're getting ready to leave here. We're not going to start that right now.
Good thing I'm super planned, so we won't.
Super planned.
But you don't know. You don't know what's going to happen.
I don't know. I just love it. I love life, and I love the fact that you take care of us in that way, and that we get to just go and do what we want to do and enjoy. And so, I mean, I hope everybody gets a chance to get out, at least out of their own space, out of your own neighborhood.
Yeah.
Good God, if you can go somewhere where we're not speaking English. It's the greatest sound in the world to not understand what the hell people are saying to you, but to just nod and smile and go, gracias, or, or what's the other stuff that I don't know?
We're not going to Spain.
I know we're not. Not yet.
Give me a French word. We're going to London, so you're going to probably be okay there.
Fairly. They'll go, where are you from? Australia? I'm like, or whatever.
They're going to think you're from Australia? What?
It wasn't England that they thought I was from. You
picked the most almost accurate to English accent there can be. Like, if you compared, what's the closest accent to English, British English? I'd go with Australia.
Well, one time I was in Croatia and they thought I was Croatian, and then because I looked like I was tall-ish. And most of the people in Croatia are really tall. And even though I'm not that tall. But anyway, and then I think that's where it happened. They thought I was from Australia when I spoke. I don't know. I guess the Southern accent comes off in Croatia like it's Australia. Like I'm an Aussie. I don't have a clue. I've never been to Australia.
That's really funny.
Yeah, I know. I thought it was funny.
So you're going to do okay in London, probably.
Oh, I'm going to be great in London.
And there's like a major.
As long as you don't take me to the Winston Churchill vault when I was hungover.
Oh, we already did that.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, don't go there if you're hungover because it's underground and you can't breathe. And even though you've never been claustrophobic, you go, oh my God, I'm claustrophobic. If I don't get out of here, I'm going to die.
And we were really flexible.
Even though I really liked Winston Churchill.
Zoom out.
Yeah.
I got you really another beer to recover.
Yeah, I know. It's really cool.
Okay, but then we're going to be in France.
Like a lush.
Can you say anything? You are. Can you say anything in French?
Au revoir.
That was good.
Yeah.
What's the hello?
Hi.
You did not just say hi, like a little bird chirp. I'm sure they understand that by now. We obnoxious ones coming in.
Yeah. Well, why don't you throw some of your French? Because the best part about Lee, she's very, she practices her French because, of course, she was a French major or some kind of nonsense.
French major.
You act like it. You've got all this practice stuff. And then we get over there and somebody says something to her and she's just like freezes like a deer in headlights.
I do, absolutely.
Like she goes, oh, what'd he say? I'm like, hell, I don't know. So, but she gets really intimidated by the French speaking French. I don't know why.
Who knows what that's about?
Yeah,
I don't know. But we will be finally in Amsterdam, and Street, lots of.
Yes,
I was about to say vegetables, Consonants? Wow.
Lots of I love places with lots of consonants. That'll be
You'll
fun.
do great there.
I will, because I will murder whatever that language is.
It's like
it'll be my usual.
Yes, but this happens. Like you have advanced dyslexia.
towel.
You just use that to wipe your nose.
Advanced
It's like
dyslexia?
Yes.
Is that a thing?
It's the thing. It's like when all the long, hard words, you butcher it until it's right.
Yeah,
like
that's
it
true.
comes out right. It's
Yeah.
like,
They understand what I'm saying too. They do.
They do?
Yeah. Well,
How do you know? We'll see.
They smile like either we're going to put her in a straitjacket and get her the hell out of here, or I'm going to get her a beer.
I go with the Heineken on that one.
Yeah. No, we're not. We don't drink our way through Europe except now and then.
We don't?
Well, we do.
Okay.
We do. I mean, yeah, we do.
We do.
We do.
We do.
We're in France. I mean, we're going to Champagne. We might even podcast out of Champagne,
Oh, that'll be a doozy.
meaning on Champagne and out of Champagne.
There we go.
Not that we'll be out of Champagne, but we'll be coming out to you from Champagne.
I think they got it. Clearly, we're a little delirious.
I'm
from
so
being
excited.
Here. We need to go.
I know. I love this place, and I'll be back. I promise.
Yes.
but
We promise.
We are definitely busting.
Time for a little bit of a break.
Busting. And again, my favorite part on getting on an airplane, I don't care where I'm sitting, even though I do, it's when the wheels come up. And you know that you've now got, 9 hours in the air. And it's just you and that movie screen, and you're already sitting behind me because we have this thing we do.
Yeah.
We have a back-to-back window on the way out.
So I can go. Hi.
Yeah. What was the time that you were like throwing up and I didn't even know it? Well, I was on the way back from somewhere.
It was.
I had like watched 3 movies, and on the way back, I do.
You were throwing back some alcohol.
I tend to drink beer because I've been somewhere drinking fancy drinks and I'm just exhausted because on the very last nights of any of our travels,
That's what we get.
We blow it out. And in this case, last year we were in Rome and we stayed up with the manager of our incredible boutique hotel. If you could remember the name of that to chat.
Hotel Ricci.
Yes. We just stayed up. I mean, we'd been there for, over 2 weeks or something and had the best champagne. He even sent us off to the airport with a bottle or two of
so nice.
some great wine, which of course we just gave it to whoever's at the desk at American Airlines.
I didn't know how we were going to get home with that.
Get it. I get on the plane and we're exhausted. But we're also, it's been a great trip. We're happy. I'm like, okay, click in the movies or click on I think I had a book actually at this point. I was reading a book. And because I was a little hungover, I sound again like a lush. I started ordering Heinekens. And literally, I think I lost count of the Heinekens. I went around 4-ish. And about that time I hadn't heard much from Lee. I turned around. You were as white, whiter than my shirt, because this is not white. This is tan. And I'm like, what's going
I
on?
had a rough day that day. We were in Italy. So by the end of the trip, we were doing like 2-a-day pastas. And
Yeah,
just, like,
we were.
the best wine ever. And I can't drink red wine, but I probably did.
You did.
And it
You
was
did.
a rough ride home.
Rough. She's like thrown up like 3 times. I didn't even notice.
No, thank you.
I know. But this, because we have this tradition, I sit right here at the window. You sit behind me at the window. There are those 1 seats on the window, and then you have the middle people, and then anyway.
Everybody knows
Point being,
how an airplane works.
Point being,
You ignored me in a state of pain and suffering.
Then I felt kind of bad, but you seemed to be very forgiving that day. So
that wasn't your fault.
yeah,
It was fun.
It was a lot of
wonderful.
fun. It's nothing
And
like
I'm excited to see what happens next.
ending a trip on a beer high and you throwing up.
Let's maybe change.
Welcome
that
back
this
to
time.
Charlotte.
Welcome home.
Yeah.
This will be fun. It's time
Yeah.
for us to get back to the real world.
Yeah.
But now I'm ready to get away from it.
Right. So
And I'm grateful we get to go.
Me too.
And yay, Taylor Swift. If you ever want to come on the podcast, Taylor, like,
oh,
more
really?
than welcome to.
I'll give you my seat. It's cool.
It's cool.
I'm
I know
good.
you wouldn't. If Taylor Swift said,
I'll
come
give
on
you
the
Lee's
podcast
seat. I'll give you Lee's
with
seat.
one of you.
Yeah.
Who'd you kill?
Yeah.
We need to
Even
make
though
sure
you're
we
the
know
one
that.
that's gone to the concert, I would pretend I would get all the notes. I wouldn't pretend. I would be authentic. And I go, I haven't been, but I have heard. This is an amazing event.
And my favorite song is,
Revolution. Is that one?
maybe that'll be the title of the next album. That's amazing. Amazing. Taylor, we can't wait to hear your Revolution album that's dropping in 2026.
You're already into it. I'm sure she's already doing it.
It wasn't a bad guess.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't a bad guess.
There's one that starts with an R. But anyway.
Reputation.
Reputation. of that
That's
thing
our
I
favorite.
smashed 5 years ago. All right, baby.
That was good.
You ready to land?
The plane. Speaking of.
Yes. Yes.
Love
Love
you.
you. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to us today, wherever you get your podcasts. And remember, you can now find our podcast on YouTube.
Yeah. If you liked it, please share, rate, and review. We love 5 stars. And we hope you'll work out with us online or in studio at HilliardStudioMethod.com.